Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everyone? I go by RB, and this is Philly Take with RB. Now, if you are an Eagles fan out there and you're excited that NFL Draft Week is finally upon us, I'm going to need you to go ahead and smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel and you want to stay updated on some great Philly content, well, be sure to hit that subscribe, man. The channel's been doing really well. Appreciate all your guys' support. Let's try to hit 550 subscribers by the end of the week. So today, we are just 3 days away, almost 2 days away now until the NFL draft, and there's really not that much going on. We're just sitting on the anticipation of what the Eagles will do on Thursday night. But today, something popped up, and it kind of involves the Eagles, so I wanted to bring it to you guys and give my opinion, and I want to hear your thoughts. So, if you don't know already, I haven't covered this on the channel, but I'm sure you've had to have heard about this guy, Yannick Ngakoue. Okay, he's 24 years old. He's a stud defensive end from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He wants out of Jacksonville. Let me just say real quick, Jacksonville, I don't know what the heck is going on with that franchise, but I just continue to see guys who want out. I mean, they were in the AFC Championship game a few years back, and to just think, 3 years later, they're in the situation they're in now. I mean, it's hard to put into words how bad that franchise has been over the last couple years. So Yannick Ngakoue, he's been wanting out of Jacksonville for some time now. And if you haven't seen over the last, month, 2 months, he's been putting up all kinds of stuff like this, kind of hinting that he would love to come join the Philadelphia Eagles. He's, put a picture of the bird up on his Instagram story. He's put Reggie White, Brian Dawkins, Trent Cole, all these Philly greats. He obviously is hinting. He's doing everything possible except coming out and specifically stating, I want to go to the Eagles, to let us know. I mean, this guy wants to come to Philly. And, we've been talking, should Howie send the first rounder for him? Is he worth it? Should we, do that and maybe sacrifice getting one of the top receivers? That's been the talk for pretty much the last couple weeks, last month. However, with what's been going on, I mean, Yannick, he just seems more and more frustrated each and every day. And today kind of hit the climax of the situation. So, earlier today, Yannick Ngakoue got in a Twitter beef with a co-owner of the Jaguars. So, first off, Yannick put this tweet up earlier today around 1 o'clock saying he's tired of the back and forth with the Jaguars. He's been hearing it too much. He just wants to get the deal done. He wants to be sent on out of there. And then to make matters even worse, he goes even a step further to be more bold and more direct. And he goes ahead and tags co-owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Tony Khan, in a tweet and says, "Stop hiding me." Tony Khan takes it upon himself to reply. He goes, "I'm not in hiding, sir. I'm just in isolation getting ready for the draft. I've been active on social media in isolation, but you wouldn't know that since you unfollowed me again." So, little bit of pettiness there by Khan. You can see he's getting aggravated. Yannick takes it a step and he replies to that and he says, "Since you're feeling might today, let's both let the world in on the truth. We had a discussion after the Chargers game that was my last game. And now you're trying to backdoor the situation. You won't answer my calls, holding up people." So apparently, I think that game was on December 8th. And apparently they had a discussion saying that would be Yannick's last game as a Jaguar. And he is still a member of the team. Khan replies once again and says, "There's a new resume here. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your contributions. And that being said, tweeting insults at me will not get you traded any faster. Only good compensation will do that. Please redirect your efforts into a more productive outlet." Yannick says, "Just trade me. I don't need to hear that crap. Don't give me a whole speech. Just trade me." And the last tweet, Khan says, "Show me the compensation. I'm sure you're really driving up the price today, by the way." Now, it's kind of crazy when you think about it as a whole. Like, this is 2020 right here. This is the social media age. You have a franchise player of a team and a co-owner of that team beefing on Twitter. Like, tell me this was going to happen 10, 20 years ago, and I'd be like, what are you talking about? I mean, It's just crazy to see how times have changed. But either way, for us fans, I mean, it's a funny interaction. Like, I can't believe these guys are actually talking like this on Twitter. Now, what I will say is Yannick, like I said, he's been, publicly expressing that he wants out of Jacksonville. They went and signed him with the franchise tag after the season, and he refuses to sign it. He doesn't want to sign it. We see now in the modern day that even if guys don't want to play anymore with their contracts, back in the day it used to be, just put your head down and play. You'll get your time when it comes. Nowadays, we've seen with like Le'Veon and Antonio Brown, like if you don't want to play for that team, you're just not going to play, and that team really has no choice. So, as we see this altercation and everything, I think this is just significantly diminishing the trade value for Yannick Ngakoue. And like I'm saying, this is where the Eagles come in. We've been linked to Yannick. Howie's been probably trying to come up with different deals to go ahead and acquire him. But now I'm telling you, it's crazy how Yannick literally did this to himself. He literally has been bold about it the whole time. He's just been expressing his thoughts. And somehow he's the one that ended up with all the leverage. Like, if you think about it, the Jags are in a pressure type situation here. We got the draft coming up. They don't want to hold on to this guy too long. I will tell you that. He even said it here. He said, you got to show me the compensation. We're just waiting to get the most value possible. So, in terms of Howie Roseman, I don't think it's going to take a first rounder anymore to get Yannick. It might take a second. It might take a third. It might take a third and a player. Who knows? But as this continues to go on, it doesn't seem like Yannick is going to stop making these social media posts. So they're going to try to get rid of him as soon as possible. I could see it happening on draft night. I could see Howie, making a big splash going to get Yannick and then getting a big receiver. Who knows? But if we're able to keep our first round pick and select one of these good receivers or trade up and get one of these receivers, and somehow, some way, we're still able to pull off a deal for Yannick Ngakoue with some of our lower picks, this would be a Howie Roseman thing. We've seen him go get Jay Ajayi for a fourth. We've seen him finesse other deals, and honestly, this is just falling in with the rest of the line, and I really do think Yannick will be dealt soon, and I think it's on Howie Roseman and on the Eagles to step up and pull the trigger. I will note that after, this was honestly about an hour ago, Yannick did put out this tweet saying that to his future team, wherever it's going to be, he can't wait to bring great discipline, integrity, work ethic to the city. He's going to work hard no matter what. He's going to be one of the best defensive ends in the league. Now, obviously, he said this because he doesn't want to, hurt himself too much. He doesn't want to look like the bad guy. But at this point, this is the only question I have. If he was to come to Philly, what if he gets upset with something here, maybe a year or two down the road, or maybe he's not getting paid as much as he wants, or maybe he's not getting as much playing time. Is he going to have some of these outbursts like he is now? That is my only question because, traditionally with Philadelphia, for the most part, we do not like to welcome guys like that here. I think Yannick is a great dude and would be embraced by the fans. You can already see the people on Twitter who love him and would love to welcome him here, even just by posting some Eagles stuff. And I think his energy would be unmatched. I think it would fit in great with the line. Our line would probably, if it's not already a top 3 defensive line, it would be the top defensive line. Adding this guy's talents to what we already have would be insane. It's just about the character. We need to have the right guys here. I just don't know. I think Jacksonville there's just something going on there. Even earlier today, I saw Marquise Lee, who's been a decently productive wide receiver, except for the last couple years he's been hurt. He just got cut for no reason. They're just getting rid of guys. Leonard Fournette's on his way out, most likely. Over the last couple years, I'm telling you, just something in Jacksonville is going down, and guys just feel disrespected or they don't want to play there. So maybe it's kind of, a result of that. I just hope Yannick would be able to be settled and calm and understanding here and, willing to step into his role and just willing to work hard. And I think he would. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Do you think we should go out and pull the trigger right now on a guy like Ngakoue? Should we wait a little longer, maybe try to test his value? What if someone else, what if another team steps in and takes him Who knows? There's a lot to talk about, man. Let me know all your thoughts down below. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Perfect. Perfect.